Right, so here we have the frame all ready to start stripping all the paint off it. You'll see there's quite a few bits. It's been quite a well used bike. You know, there's quite a lot of damage on it. But the frame itself is very straight. It's a full 4130 chromoly frame. So I think it's worth spending the time on it and making it look nice again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some 40 grit sandpaper, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rough up the frame a little bit. I'm going to give the whole frame just a little keying, and then I'm going to follow on with that with some of this stuff. Very messy, very smelly, using well ventilated areas, etc, etc, and that will take the paint right back to bare metal. And then I think what I'll do is I'll just wire wool it, and then just use some wire brush drill attachments, etc, just to get it completely back to bare metal. So you can see there, the Nitromor's paint stripper is just starting to lift the paint. So I'm going to leave that a wee bit longer and just scrape that off. It's not going to get all of it off, or I might, I don't know, I'll see how much it gets off after this coat. I'll take it all off and then I might apply another coat. There's a lot of it's not really lifting yet. So I've had 3 coats of Nitromors on this so far, and it's just not lifting the paint as fast as I thought it would. I mean, I'm coming from a bodywork and cars side of things, and Nitromors is what I used to use way back in the early days, and it's just super messy stuff, goes everywhere. But I think for this to be properly effective, I'm going to have to put another 2 or 3 coats on, which I think I'm not going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is just clean this all off, neutralise the Nitromors with water, and I'm just going to take a sander to it and take the rest of it by hand. Maybe some wire brushes on the drill, I think would be better. Take it all right back to bare metal. So I've pretty much given up on the Nitromors idea and gone with, you see there, it is a wire cup attachment on a grinder, a little angle grinder, and it's whipped the paint off. It's just the paint though, so it's not actually scored the metal. The metal is still in good condition. So what I'm going to do is just going to go over this with wet and dry, say 400 wet and dry, and then 600 wet and dry. Just get that really smooth, and then that will be ready for paint. As for this, I'm going to do the same. Wire cup and a grinder, some drill attachments and a wire cup drill attachments, get all the little nooks and crannies, get that to that state. Focuses there. And that was just using one of these angle grinder. That's worn down a bit now, but I'll get another one for that. These are lethal though, absolutely lethal, and they bounce and come straight for your face before you know it. So if you're not confident in using one of these, don't use it. Wear big thick gloves when you're doing it as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna crack on with the frame. So that's the frame all brought back to bare metal. I just did this using the wire cup on the grinder and just finished off all the little nooks and crannies with a bit of 120 sandpaper. And now what I'm going to do, the forks here as well. Forks, what I'm going to do is go over these bits with a bit of 400 wet and dry, and that should be ready to paint after that, or ready to start priming.